For this technique, I first mix all the pearlescents and the 18 karat gold with a regular clay and translucent. The combinations are a bright purple pearl with a violet, magenta with alizarin crimson, sunset pearl with orange, bright green pearl with jungle green, peacock pearl with cobalt blue, and 18 karat gold with sunshine yellow. It's 2 parts pearlescent, 1 part translucent, 1 part regular clay, and then I will Skinner blend them with 1 part translucent, 1 part white pearl. That would be for the lightest color in the Skinner blend. Then once I get my Skinner blends, I am going to plug them. And you know, I always roll and then push them in, because I think that they make a much better gradient definition. Now, this whole thing is actually a combination of techniques. You probably have seen, and I will link the video both in the cards and in the description, the technique of spirals and a ripple blade. But on this one, I'm using also the pearlescence to give a mica shift effect, a pearlized effect as well. So you see, I've cut my plug in two and I am mirroring it. It doesn't really matter on which of the ends you're mirroring it. The thing is that you need to mirror it 3 times pretty much. And because I have the white is less as color, I am putting it in the middle. So I mirrored it twice already, and I will mirror it 1 more time. And then I will keep it in a plug. That is a very fat and short cylinder. Just make sure that when you press it, you go fairly straight. You don't have to be absolutely awesomely millimeter precise. It's very forgiving. And the whole idea is to get a lot of pearlescent effects and colorful effects. So you see, I did all my 6 colors. And now I'm taking graphite pearl, and on the left is regular graphite pearl, on the right is half and half graphite pearl and black. And I will be sandwiching the regular graphite pearl between the sheets of black and graphite pearl mix. If you want, you can add a little bit of white pearl to the graphite pearl in the middle. Not too much though. And then this is what I will be using to wrap my plugs. And you know what, I know it's fall, it's right before the holidays, but I was just starting to miss summer, so I decided to make this that's got all the colors of Central and South American carnivals and summer and everything. So you reduce those plugs into spirals and then into thin snakes. That would be about 3/8 of an inch, 2/8 of an inch, 1/8, okay, about 3 millimeters. I'm sorry, I'm all getting confused with all these. So it would be 2 to 3 millimeters and about 3/8 of an inch, or not even that, 3/16 to 3/8. And then you make little spirals. Now be very careful and don't mix them. Put them in little piles by colors, and I will show you how I am reducing one of those big plugs, because you don't have to keep it all in one piece while you're reducing it. And to give you an idea about how much, when I said parts in the beginning, that is cutting the clay on the thickest setting with the 1.5 inches cutter. When you get with the plug about like this, check for air bubbles, because this is when they will show. They will not show very well when the plug is still fat, but once you start reducing it, they will show. I also pinch the ends because that helps me with losing less clay, because usually the edges will have the tendency to come out. And you see, I first cut it in half to keep reducing it, and then I will cut one of those halves in half again, so it doesn't get too long and too hard to handle, because I don't really need it uninterrupted long. And you can make between 2 and 3 spirals out of each of those quarters. Don't throw away the ends, because we are going to do something with them. Now, once you did all your spirals, and again, keep them by colors, because you want to not put two side to side the same color. You see, I am first picking, and I'm trying to figure out how to place them the best, because I didn't want to go too wide, thinking that it might be hard for you to reduce, but in the end I will go very wide. And sorry for the light, but there's a lot of sunshine today. So you see, I went first from one end to the other, and then going backwards, and then I will just place them pretty much randomly, just making sure that I don't place two of the same color side by side or one on top of the other. I still messed up and I placed two, but you know what, it's fine. And in the example that I will show you with the whole stack not flattened a lot, but you can flatten it more, and this is why I'm not going to show you how it looks like even more flattened, because I want to leave you the joy of discovering all the beautiful colors that you get and the color transitions. So you see, I just keep placing them one on top of the other. I actually even undid one of the spirals to make two smaller ones, so I can cover up a little gap. But it's fine if they get a little bit distorted when you're starting to press the stack together. It's just very, very pretty, and you will see it's all reminiscent of, I don't know if you've ever seen the cartoon Rio. That's pretty much those kind of colors. You know, it makes you think of samba and the carnival of Brazil and all those colors and orchids and all kinds of pretty summery stuff. So let's have one last dream of summer before winter is coming. So I'm almost done with arranging my little spirals, and you'll get, believe me, you'll get a lot of cane to do a lot of stuff. And I will probably show you I will make another video on how to use this specific cane in combination with another thing and another pattern, and I might actually make a few tutorials on combining techniques and combining canes when you put together your pieces. That would be on top of more holiday-ish stuff, more winter is coming stuff. So you see, I just kept pressing my stack well together so I wouldn't have any air pockets. And just real quick, if you want to see more details about making the cuff bracelet, I will link my review of the easy cuffs, even if this one is not an easy cuff, and because my easy cuff is busy with something else. But in that review I actually showed how to do 3 different bracelets 3 different ways, and one of the ways is with this specific just random metal. Now you see I'm chopping all the remains of everything that I had left from when I did the spirals, and just make them into a flat sausage and then flatten it with the roller, and then I will just pass it through the pasta machine. And again, I am very sorry for the sunshine. I did get down the blinds, but for some reason it just hits at the precise angle to cause all these fluctuations, and the wind is blowing in the tree, so it just, the sun rays just come in and out, but I'm sure that you can still see pretty good. So I did the backing of the bracelet, and now I will be cutting some slices. You can use your small wavy blade, ripple blade, you can use your large one. I'm going to use the large one because I do have issues cutting with this blade. I cannot press hard enough, and it's very hard for me to get straight slices with it. And these ones you cannot really do much about. Anyway, let's go to the point where I was able to cut good slices. And I'm getting 2 slices, and then I will be flattening them with the roller, and I will be mirroring them like a Natasha bead. Even if they won't stay perfectly mirrored, at least the middle of the center of the bracelet will be relatively mirrored. And again, if you are flattening your spirals, you will get even more color combinations if you are flattening them more than I did. But I want to leave you the surprise, and please send me photos. You know, I am hooked on photos from you. So after I went with it through the pasta machine on the 3rd thinnest setting, I placed it on the sandwiched scrap clay, and then I'm just simply placing it on the metal bangle. I'm trimming the excess, and then I will be smoothing and doing nice edges using the roller and my faithful paintbrush. This is essentially to show you how this specific type of arranging your clay, this specific technique looks like, how beautiful opalescent shimmering effects it has. And you know, those you cannot see until it's fully baked, but this is how it would look if you would use just regular clay without the pearly effect. So this is after it's baked, and I varnished it with some Kato polyclay, and you can see all those wonderful, wonderful, beautiful pearlized effects. And you can use it in a lot of other things. I will actually make sometime later, based on this specific thing, some ancient Aztec type of veneer you can do, and that works very good with inlays. So let's take that out to see the back. And there you go, a beautiful South American colors summerish bracelet. And don't forget to send me photos. Keep experimenting on the thickness of the spirals, how much you flatten them after you stack them, and keep experimenting on the wavy blade or the smaller wavy blade. Happy playing!